Kiss is the Killer, Sabrina Fallah, our artist spotlight from last week. Go out and check her out. You can do that by the way, going out to our website and go to the artists we support. And then let me try that again. They are all past artist spotlight on the artists we support. What's even better yet, just like I told you, and I promised, and technology came through. I have Sabrina Fallah online with me, coming to us from Ottawa, Canada. Good afternoon, Sabrina. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm happy. It's sunny outside, but it's getting colder here in Canada. So it feels like fall weather today.
Yeah, it's actually doing that here. I'm in north central Indiana, and it's like been in the mid 70s. And then normally this time of the year, it's like in the mid 80s. So anyway.
Yeah, so as it gets closer to September, I'm going to have to wear my little sweater. But that's Canada. That's how it is at this time of the year. So,
congratulations on your latest EP, Kiss is a Killer.
Oh, thank you.
It looks like it's doing really good.
I hope so. From what I see, a lot of people are enjoying the EP, and I'm glad that they like it, because I write music for people to enjoy. So. Yeah.
Let me ask you, I'm looking at, and I've read a bunch about you, because I always try to prepare myself for an interview.
Yeah.
But, and a lot of people get this misconception that when they hear the word Nashville or Music City, it's all country music. That's not the case at all, because you spent some time down there.
No, because when I got the opportunity to go to Nashville, I asked them, are you sure you want rock? Yeah, it's open now. They're doing everything now. It is known for country, but they're open now for other artists to come and collaborate and record there. It's pretty funny, because when I went to record in the studio, they were like, you're the first rock artist to actually come here and record. I'm like, really? It's all country.
What's that?
But it's okay because Kent, the producer I worked with, he likes rock too, but he does so much country that it's the area, right?
Well, sure.
But they'll do any style that comes to them. But yeah, I know I'm rock going into Nashville, and I'm hearing so much country, but yet again, downtown Nashville.
They're on Broadway. Oh yeah, on Broadway. Yes.
Hip hop, rap, rock, pop, everything. It's amazing.
I love Nashville. My wife and I, we spent our 9th anniversary there. And
oh, nice.
And we went to all the different places there on Broadway. And like you said, a lot of people just automatically assume when Nashville comes up that it's all country. That is not the case at all. So
not anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
So anyway, let's get back to your album. I mean, and everywhere I'm looking at all the pieces of paper I have in front of me, I know the question has always come up, especially with your latest song, Kiss is a Killer. You have that, I'm Tokyo and you're Godzilla. I'm old enough to remember that show. What made you come? I love the line, but how did that come about?
I have to give this credit to my songwriter that I was co-writing with. He came up with that line. So, it's a hook, right? It's the hook to the chorus. But, I'd never thought of that. He just said that line to me. I said, if it fits, it fits. But I think that makes the song because there is a movie with the Godzilla and everything. So yeah, it's cool.
Okay, let's go back. And I'm looking here, and we want everybody who's listening to us to know that, you've been doing this pretty much professionally for the last 10 years, but you really started getting into music when you were about 14. Is that right?
Yes. But I was very serious at the age of 14 to pursue it. But I've been in it from a childhood, but at 14, I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it professionally. It's not for fun anymore. It's the actual pursuing it. Yeah.
Well, you say that, and I've asked many artists this. And And like I said, I'm just following up on your question. You said it's not for fun, but I know what you meant. It's like, this is going to be serious. Let's do this, right?
At first it was a hobby, sorta. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get into it because I have a musical family. Like my dad used to be in a band, my cousin used to be in a band, and I used to record with him. So I was always around music. But at 14, I won my first singing competition. And after being on stage, I never wanted to get off. And then I'm like, if I can do this, if I enjoy it, why not continue?
Well,
I just kept doing it.
You mentioned that and going on stage, and I'll give you a classic example. I do a lot of public speaking, but I still get nervous. And I've were like three different times I saw where you said, when I try to relax, I just listen to music and I pray, and you say I get stage fright. How do you overcome that? Because I'm telling you, I still experience that. I always heard that if you had butterflies, that was a good thing. That means you still had all your faculties going on.
It's really funny. I could do a show every day, and still after 5 shows, for some reason my body starts to freak out and I get nervous. Also it depends on the venue. Also it really depends on your day. Like if you're having a bad morning and you're not having a good day, that can also affect you too. But overall, I don't really have a method on how to not get nervous. Actually, I believe it's good to be nervous.
I agree.
I feel the more nervous you are, it helps you do better in some way. Also, the first song I do is the song that's getting me ready for the other 10, 15 songs. So after the first song, I'm good. But if I get nervous before a show, I don't know what I do. Depending on the moment, I listen to Green Day because I feel that they calm me down because they're my inspiration. So if I listen to them, I feel like they can soothe me. Or I say I need to go in my safe spot, like somewhere where it's quiet so I can think and breathe and, pray and make sure that it's calm. Because if there's too many people around, I'm going to go nuts. And at festivals, it's like, oh my gosh, everybody wants to talk to you. So once I was so like hyper excited, I was nervous. I went on stage, I did well. But I was like, wow, how did I not forget a lyric? like sometimes you just have to not think too much and you're going to do well. As an artist, you tend to repeat in your mind a lot your lyrics, thinking you're going to forget, or you think you're going to forget your lyrics. It's normal, but you just have to just relax and say, I have practiced, I'm ready. But still that doesn't always calm you down. So it's just having fun with it. And if you forget your lyrics, you forget it. We're all human. Like, we're not like robots and
yeah. I was actually reading something where you were doing an interview and you said something about what happens, and you say, first of all, and I've always heard this all my life, you just don't bring attention to it. You just say, okay, and you just keep going, right? So
I used to say sorry on the stage. Then my vocal coaches would say, don't say sorry. Keep going, because nobody would probably even know you messed the song up.
That's true. That's a true statement.
Same thing with guitar. If you play the wrong chord, keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. They always say keep going. Unless, if a string, once I was performing and my string broke, I kept going and nobody knew. Surprisingly, it was the last string, so it wasn't used as much. So I was lucky.
Well, on live radio, and I've learned this throughout the years I've been doing it. I screw up a lot of time, and you can. We're just like you said. We're all human. So I'm sitting here and I'm talking. I have my train of thought going one way, and all of a sudden, I either forget it or I divert to another subject and forget to come back where I was started from. And people on social media are like, dude, what happened to the story you were telling? Hey, it's live, right? So
it can happen anywhere.
Talk about social media. I was looking at a line where, you say as an independent artist, how is the question was, what are the challenges of independent musician in the digital world? And I found that very, very poignant, because I always ask the question, how has social media helped or hurt you?
I think social media has helped me more than anything. I think now that we have social media, you can get your music out further than before. You had to go out and perform and perform and perform and sell records and network and this and that. But now you just put it on iTunes. You just put it on YouTube. You just put it on Facebook. You just put it on Reverb Nation. You put it anywhere. You can go Facebook Live and play your record and say, you want it? There's a link down below. Like, I find it that if you want to connect and talk to your supporters, social media makes it easier for you.
I'm going to say, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I agree wholeheartedly. However, then this is, say, I'm not a musician. I'm not an artist that goes out. I just get behind a mic. I can wear a ball cap on my head and I'm good to go. But,
right.
But with social media, and I don't mean this, don't take it the wrong way, but could it not make you, not you personally, but those who do what you do, could it make you a little lazy in saying, hey, I can get my message out here. I don't need to go out to the bar or the festival or that down the street?
I would say you still have to work as hard as you did before social media came out, because you still have to go and get stage presence. You still have to show yourself, and you still have to get your name out. Not everybody's going to be on social media. Not everybody's following you on social media. So you still have to go out and push it. But at the same time, at your shows, you can say, follow me, go to my website. Sure, yeah. You can follow me on my social media. Just because social media is there and Facebook Live is there doesn't mean you have to stop performing. Because when you want to make it in this industry, they look at how many shows you've done, how many live performances, where you're going, how long you're performing, are you traveling? You have to show the work ethic. Not just I'm going to sit behind my phone and sing. No. There might be 20,000 people not watching you right now, and they might be watching you out on the stage. So it's good to do it all.
Okay,
I've done it all. So I perform, I do Facebook Live, I do shows at festivals. I try to bring everybody into my social media like that.
Okay, well, that brings me to another question that I always ask as well, and that is, as an independent artist, do you relish maybe a label picking you up and you quote unquote, I've got it made, but they pull all your strings and they tell you what you sing? Oh, I don't like that. Or do you love the independence that you control everything?
Speaking about labels, I'm actually in talks with one.
Well, good for you.
So I'm kind of glad you brought that up, but I'm in talks. I am in negotiations, but to tell you the truth, I enjoyed the independency. But I am happy if everything works out perfectly, and I'm sure it will, to be under a label, and it's going to be, because that's where I've always wanted to be, but I've done my job. Now when I'm with a label, it's going to be a lot harder because I'm going to be pushed.
Sure.
But I'm going to enjoy doing it. At least I'm going to have a team. I'm going to have a band. I'm going to have a manager. I'm going to have all of that to help me push my music out. So yeah, speaking about labels. Yeah.
You know what? We've had the privilege throughout the years to spotlight a lot of Canadian artists. And the Dead South, we love the Dead South. I did an interview with
cool.
Yeah, with Nate, and I'm telling you, and I have found, now I know you're a rocker, and by the way, I wanted to tell you this before I forget it, because here's my old mind. You kind of sound a little bit to me like a little Pat Benatar. Kind of got that sound. Yeah. A little.
I get Pat Benatar, I get Joan Jett, and I get Melissa Etheridge and the Cranberries.
Yeah, actually, I can see all of the above.
Yeah, and the tone of the voice, yeah.
Now, does that bother you, or you take that as a compliment?
No, it's interesting because I don't really listen to them as much, but when I hear them, I'm like, yeah, because I sing with them, and I'm like, yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
All right, now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Like I say, and especially by the way, and then this is just my old age again. But when I see you dressed like you got the dark hair. Pat Benatar had the dark hair. She wore the vest. you got all that kind of thing going on. But
yeah.
Well, anyway, so what's your goal? What is, if I would say, all right, Sabrina, 2018 is right around the corner. What do you want to accomplish in 2018?
Definitely the record contract, signing it. I'm sure that's going to happen, and putting out a new record with the label. So it's going to be, there's a lot going on my end, and I'm really excited to get moving, and hopefully once my signature is on the contract, then I can start saying what's happening in the background, because I can't say anything right now.
No,
But everything is going very positive and it's going really well. So I'm really happy with everything that's going on. But other than that, there will definitely be a new record, and I have ideas for it, but I cannot at this moment speak too much about it.
No.
Because ideas can change as the day goes on. I say I want to do it this way, and then tomorrow I have to do it this way. So, yeah.
No, it's all good. How can people go out and find you? How can they go out and purchase your music? Tell us.
Oh, so they can go to my website, sabrinafallah.com, and on the top, on the right side on the top, there's my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my iTunes, if they would like to purchase my music. And also they can go to my YouTube, and I do have a Snapchat. It's Sabrina_Fallah. If you want to Snapchat me, you can do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go out to Sabrina Fallah's, as she said, her website. You can check her out on Facebook, on YouTube, all the social media things. I just wanted to give you, I just want to tell you just how much we appreciated spotlighting you. And by the way, you will always be, unless you tell us otherwise, on our website under Artists We Support.